Guys, so today we have a rarity nowadays. I went to the comic book store was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I'd seen on their Facebook that they had a sale, and it's been quite a while since I bought comics, but I'm reading the Robert E. Howard. It's kind of, I guess that's a biography at the moment, called Blood and Thunder. And I was like, it's been a long time since I rifled through the Conan back issues, and basically anything $10 and under was going to be half off from the long boxes. So I went over there and perused and ended up getting a good amount of stuff. We'll take a look. Um, it's all Conan, and it's all from the, well, I don't know exactly the year because I don't put the year, but you know, basically that key time period that I love, where they have the Marvel Comics Group logo across the top there. There we go. Basically from, when comics were 20 cents up to about 65 cents is my my go-to era. So I bought a few things. The first one here, it's Conan number 46. This was when it was 25 cents. And he's fighting some sort of like living disco ball here. And I tried to pick up things I knew for sure I didn't have. There were a couple where I looked at him and I honestly couldn't quite remember. Apologies, my kittens are bouncing off the walls. Currently, I'm gonna hope that they aren't overly exuberantly loud, but we might have some pauses here and there as I chase them. But anyways, I tried to get stuff I knew I didn't have. Sometimes it's hard because I know I've read, bits of multi-issue stories, and then it's like, well, do I have that issue? I know I've seen that character before, but do I have that particular, issue? Sometimes it's hard to say. I knew I didn't have this one, so I picked it up. See, next we have Conan number 55. Still 25 cents with the Marvel Comics Group across the top. And it looks like he's fighting a giant scorpion and a shadow monster. Doesn't ring a bell, so pretty sure I do not have this issue or even this storyline. Sometimes they are one and done with the Conan barbarians from this era. Sometimes they are multiple issue stories, because they would be adapting a Robert E. Howard story and just putting it into the comic, and those are lengthy enough things happen where it's not going to be one issue, even in the kind of the silver bronze age style of everything's filled into 32 pages. See, next we have Conan number 57. This one I really wasn't sure if I had it, but it didn't. I don't think I do. I do have a Conan. Sorry, kitty paws. I do have a Conan short box with Conan art. At some point, when I have the time and the wherewithal, I should go through and put all my Conans in that box. That would be the smart thing to do if I didn't have so many boxes. But I didn't think I had this one. I like how it says winner of the Academy Award for Best Comic Mag. As if that's a thing. Next, about a year later, we have Conan number $69. It's popped up to 30 cents now. The previous issue was 25. This one didn't look familiar. We got some sort of demon coming out of the water. And here's Conan protecting this hot chick that he's probably just met. So, that looked like fun. Let's see, next one was a little bit more interesting. It's issue 73 from, oh, there we go, now there's a date on them. 1977. So this first one's probably from 75 or so, just based on the amount of issues per year. So we have the Well of Skelos with this corner of lizard creature guy. We got Belit, she's still alive, and he's fighting some sort of lizard monster here. I have the one where Belit dies, and it's interesting because if you read the Robert E. Howard, he meets Belit, he goes on maybe one or two adventures with her, and then she dies. Whereas in the comics, they have the meet, they do all that, and then they probably have 40 or 50 issues where she's alive, and then they do the death of Belit, and they do it honestly pretty much shot for shot from the Robert E. Howard story, so it is very faithful, but it's just, she survives a lot longer, because they have to fill in they have to do hundreds of issues. Let's see, a few issues later we have issue 79, The Eye of the Serpent God set. Just a classic Conan looking cover. Conan, a city, almost like the Eye of Sauron over here, and a scantily clad woman who seems to be missing her belly button, unless she's turned at a very strange angle. It does kind of look weird without it. I wondered something was just striking me as odd about her midriff there. It just seemed too long. It's because she's missing anatomy. Let's see, then we have issue 80. Now it's gone up to 35 cents. It's still 1977. And this issue, to me, it looked like it was going to be something about the Trojan War, because they have these guys in different garb, and it says manslayer from another time. So I have an inkling this might be like Achilles or something. I'll have to see. But this just really popped out at me. It's just a really cool looking cover. This series went on to into the hundreds, maybe even the 200s of issues, all up into the 90s before it was finished off. And those 90 issues are not, honestly, they're not good. I've read a couple, and yeah, you don't want them. But this era is, just great, easy pickups. Let's see, we have number 82. He's fighting some sort of witch who's going to turn him to stone. And look, I think he is turning to stone in this picture, because his legs it looks like they might be muddy, but this one looks like it's turning into something. So she's going to freeze him. I'm assuming he'll seduce her. Let's see, then we have issue 83, The Man-Dragons of the Sea. A lot of times they'll use kind of characters that look the same as others, but, because I swear I've seen this kind of thing, but maybe just, instead of having crocodile, looks like they have crocodile legs, just the same thing, but with just tails and they're serpents, And then last but not least, we have issue 88 from 1978. And they're raving about Belit being back and Zula being there. One of the issues I went past. was it was like introducing Zula, who's really just one of Billy's. I love cats. Anyways, it was introducing Zula, who's really just one of Belit's, you know, one of her crew, but they were treating it like he was a big deal. I think later, I can't remember if he's the one that betrays them, or if he is one of the good ones, and there's another guy that might betray them. They have like two, like, kind of named characters on their pirate ship. Everybody else is just a guy. But this was the last one, so 10 issues in total, from 46 up to 88. I skipped the stuff that was like super expensive, and the stuff I was pretty sure I had. Because all of these, the highest price one I picked out was $6. There were two of those, and and half off, that's $3. So altogether for these, I think it was about 25, 26, which for 10 issues, that's still a really good deal, especially since they're older books. Nowadays the new books are, we're getting to the point where it's $5 a book, and that's just too much, especially since new comics don't appreciate like these older ones did. So, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not gonna have too many comic hauls, because, as I've said before, I'm trying to cut down and just really not be buying. And I'm done with new comics to a large extent right now. We'll see if anything catches my eye in previews, or if I happen to go into the store for magic cards, but, I think this is kind of where I'll be at, if at all, because I just have a feeling at some point when I really do just reduce the entire collection down, these Marvel Comics groups, 25, 50-cent ones, that's the ones I really love and identify with the most. Even though I was not alive in '77, I was not buying these off the newsstand or something. But this is the era of comics I first got from like relatives and first got into. So this is my soft spot. So I think eventually one day all the newer stuff I collected, except for a few stories, are gonna be on the wayside, and my collection will mostly be these, vintage, mid-70s, early 80s stuff. That's where I'm at. So, I hope you had a good one, guys, and